Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be unboxing and reviewing Whisper My Name Again by T. Kingfisher. This is a 2022 release from D.O. Books. This is a 336-page hardcover that will also be available in paperback and ebook format. I am always happy to see more diverse representation in fantasy books, and this one features a main character who is a non-binary trans person, which I am definitely here for. The cover of this book is absolutely stunning. It reminds me of a movie poster and features a couple kissing under the mistletoe with the mountains in the background. Overall, the design is really beautiful and well done. Now, I need to quickly interrupt this unboxing because I just realized how long it has been since I posted my last video, and I am so sorry. Basically, what happened was my partner got very sick, and I had to take some time away to focus on taking care of them. Luckily, they're redoing much better now. But I did miss a few months of work, and honestly just kind of fell behind. But I'm trying to get back into things slowly, and I hope you can bear with me while I get back into the swing of things. Anyways, let's continue. The story follows our protagonist, Leon, who lives in a remote village high up in the mountains and is shunned by the community because they were born with two spirit animals, which is apparently bad. They live a pretty secluded life until one day, when the prince of the neighboring kingdom shows up at their door, claiming that he needs their help. He claims that his sister has gone missing, and he heard that Leon was a tracker and was hoping they could help find her. Of course, Leon is reluctant to help at first, not wanting to leave their home or have any more contact with people than they already do, especially since they believe they are cursed. But after some convincing from the prince, Leon agrees to help find the princess, and the two set off through the mountains together. During their travels, Prince Caius and Leon start to grow closer, but Leon starts having visions of death wherever Caius goes, which of course makes Leon feel even more depressed and even more like they are cursed. They try to stop helping Caius, but he refuses to listen and wants Leon to keep trying to track his sister. Eventually, Leon is able to successfully track down the princess, and the two princes set off to rescue her. However, during the rescue, Leon is almost killed, so Caius takes them back to his own kingdom to recover. Once there, Leon learns about the prophecy that foretold the coming of the two and how they are actually supposed to marry the prince in order to save the kingdom. Now, to be completely honest, I thought this book was okay overall. I enjoyed reading it, but I didn't love it. It started off pretty slow, and I think that's mainly because Leon is such a recluse and doesn't really interact with anyone. That made it a little bit difficult for me to connect with them. I would have liked to see more character development for them and maybe seeing more of their life before they were shunned by their village. I do like how we get some world building from the prince showing up at Leon's door, though. We get to see how Leon interacts with others and how they deal with being an outcast. Also, I wasn't really a fan of the romance in this book. I felt like it came out of nowhere and developed too quickly. I would have liked to see more build-up between Leon and the prince because it felt a little forced to me. However, I'm glad that we have a representation of a non-binary trans character in this book. I just wish we got more insight into their thoughts about their identity and how they view themselves. One thing that I do appreciate about this book is that even though it is a romance at its core, it still has a lot of exciting adventure plot lines going on. Leon and the princes travel across the mountains and visit different kingdoms. They run into danger and fight battles, and I found those parts of the book to be the most enjoyable. I thought the writing was good. It was easy to read and kept me engaged. So even though I wasn't crazy about the romance, the writing was good enough to make me want to keep reading. Another thing I enjoyed about this book was the world building. I love the idea of each kingdom being based around a certain type of terrain. The Sky Kingdom is obviously based around mountains. The Sand Kingdom is based around deserts, and the Sea Kingdom is based around the ocean. And then I'm assuming the Earth Kingdom would be based around forests or grassland. But we don't actually get to see that one. I thought it was a really creative way to tie in the environment with the different kingdoms. And I also thought it was cool that each kingdom had their own unique magic system based around their terrain as well. Overall, I thought the world was well thought out, and I would have loved to see more of it. Unfortunately, I didn't really connect with any of the characters in this book except for maybe the little dragon. Leon is a bit of a hard character to connect with, considering they read pretty much a hermit and do you really interact with anyone. I would have liked to see more of their backstory and learn more about why exactly they were shunned by their village. Now, I know that this book is marketed as a romance, but I feel like if it wasn't marketed that way, it could also easily be marketed as an adventure fantasy as well. There's a lot of action and plot twists that I didn't see coming. For example, the fact that the princess was actually working with the villain the whole time was a big surprise to me. I didn't see that one coming at all. I also thought it was interesting how the kingdom used the power of belief and faith in their religion to create their magic. It gave the magic system an interesting twist and made it stand out a little bit more. However, I do have to say that I thought the ending was kind of abrupt. I would have liked to see more of how Leon adjusts to life in the Princess Kingdom and maybe see them interacting with the people a little bit more. The ending felt very rushed, like the author wanted to get the book over with, but other than that, I thought the plot was solid and kept me engaged. There were a lot of plot twists that I didn't see coming, which was nice because it made the story more unpredictable. Overall, I would rate this book 3 out of 5 stars. I really appreciate the representation in this book, and I love the world that the author created. I thought the magic system was interesting, and I would have loved to see more of it. I also thought the plot was good and kept me engaged, but I wish we got more insight into the characters and their development. The romance in this book felt a little forced to me, and I wish it was given more build-up, but other than that, I thought the writing was good and the world building was well done. Thank you so much for watching my unboxing and review of Whisper My Name Again by T. Kingfisher. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to my channel. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!